land in front here. Smash That's got plenty of it. Zebediah, no lead play with their wide out. Campside Gold's drawn the 5, so just about ready. 2.95 the trip. CTV Dash. Green light is through to the control tower. The bunny set in motion. They're about to jump. Set. And racing, and a good jump out by Zebediah, wide and through on the inside, collecting money, getting a rouse run, Corbon Jelly there, followed by Anu, in that bunch round the outside, Smash That, now Campside Gold's back and wide around the corner, grabbing the lead, Corbon Jelly, drawing away, Corbon Jelly will beat Rodriguez, getting up on the inside of collecting money, Zebediah there, followed by Anu, and out wide of Campside Gold, never come into it, then No Leaf Clover, and that was back with Smash That. Good race that, but you'll find that getting away to win it, Corbon Jelly. One red Corbon Jelly has taken out this one, and that got through on the inside mid-race, and it was a great battle early. Collected Money, Zebediah showed the early speed, the 2 and the 8, and Corbon Jelly was just behind them, but got a nice rails run going to that first corner. You'll see the action here, but into the straight and getting away, Corbon Jelly. Sneaking up on the inside, Rodriguez will get home for second, ahead of Collected Money, and then Zebediah. So 1, 4, 2, 8 the numbers, and the winner, Corbon Jelly. And Corbon Jelly's been too good. That's win 25 from 102 starts now. And this black dye by Donna Lachlan out of Sonic Bomb is raced by B. Marshall, trained by Cullen Ware at Rangiora. Here's Pete with the official details, race number 11.
The result of race 11, the CTV Dash. 1, 4, 2, 8, 3, 5, 7, 9. The winner is number 1, Corbon Jelly. Second, number 4, Rodriguez. Third, 2, Collecting Money. And the fourth placing, number 8, Zebediah. Now the winning time was 17.38. Lead up was 5.92. The run home 11.46. And the margins, 2 3/4 lengths, half a length, 1 1/4 lengths. That's the second last. It's gone to number 1, Corbon Jelly.
1 for 2 and 8. Thanks, Pete Rozanowski, for the judges' call for 21.50. Corbon Jelly, Rodriguez 190, Collecting Money 350. 1 and 4, 23.30. 1, 4 and 2, 526.50. Nice trifecta. 1, 4, 2 and 8, 1,645.90. Gee, Campside Gold just struck what a lot of dogs strike in box 5. Trouble. And never recovered there in race number 11. 1, 4, 2 and 8. The official numbers, and Corbon Jelly for Callum Ware at Rangiora. Quick look at the market for the last. About Town $3.50, $1.60. Equal fave with Homebush Kelso, $3.50, and even betting go ahead of the last. We go 4 minutes past 9, the lucky last, and if we've got time, we'll endeavour to bring you some will pays for quaddie punters who are live. Take a short break, and on the back, a race with a bit of Kiwi interest for some punters. Albion Park Greyhounds, race 1. Trackside 1, we head across the Tasman for the first tonight at Albion Park. Race 1 kicks off a double. It's a Grade 5 race over 520 metres. The stake, $7,126. It's an even betting market. House of Delight's had 3 thirds in a row. Bizani comes off the back of a third last time out. Aristotle, it's a great philosopher, wasn't he? $4.20 is the current favourite, $4.20 and $2.80 off the back of a last start win at Ipswich. Art of Confusion has won 3 from 18 here, number 5, just drifting out $6.50 and $2.10. Cray Cray is number 6 in this market off the back of a last start second. First look today at Albion Park. So really quiet lure goes around at Albion Park, punters. It's not one of those lures that goes around and makes a noise. It's sort of an electric type of lure that is very quiet. And those grounds that haven't raced here before may be used to hearing the lure get very, very close and get ready to jump. Well, they don't get that opportunity at Albion Park to hear it because it's very quiet. So do note, first starters at Albion Park, they can often be tripped up by that. Braylon Charlie is a ground that has had a start at Albion Park and won, and that was the last time out to the races and paid a big price that day to Braylon Charlie. Good luck to the New Zealand punters and connections involved with this greyhound, number 7. The money's nicer out at 2 5s and $1.20. Chief Hassler gets a start off box 8. Just had the 1 win from 13. Goes 7 starts for not much at Albion Park. Race number 1, meeting code 34. Our caller tonight is Paul Dolan. His tips in the first were 4, 7, 1 and 2.
580. 3 cheeky chance at 940. Andrew Lejeune, I thank you very much, and hello everybody. Welcome along to our 10 event card here in Brisbane at headquarters. There's one late scratching due to injury. Race 4, number 1, Mini Jada. Race 4, number 1 is a late scratch. Green light on for the first. Ready now. Off. And Cheeky Chance begins well on the white rug. Tackled there by Aristotle, and down the outside goes Cray Cray. Who's So Delight, the one dog, got up now into third placing. Turning out of the straight, Aristotle by 2.5. Cray Cray is second. 2 lengths away came Who's So Delight. Another couple then to Braylon Charlie. And the others are basically out of contention. Art of Confusion, B Zany, Cheeky Chance and Chief Hassler. Near the bend for home, front runner Aristotle is a mile in front, and Aristotle goes on to win the first by about 7 lengths. Cray Cray got second and Braylon Charlie third. Either Who's So Delight or Cheeky Chance behind those, and then came B Zany, and they were followed then by Chief Hassler, who was about the last one in. 4, 6, 7, and then a photo between 1 and 3. For Aristotle, for Matty Reid, $4 and $1.60. 6 Cray Cray, $3.90, and number 7 Braylon Charlie at $2.10. The gallop's about 30 and 10. And number 4, Aristotle, with an early split of 5.68. Then 11.69. The run home quite decent, 12.77. That's 4,
6 and 7. Aristotle, too good in the first and only race we take tonight from the Albion Park Greyhounds on trackside 1. Heading back to the harness, the Downey Livestock Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace, 2,200 metres. C1 and C2 Mobile Pace for the QMU Trotting Club, 5.5 minutes out. No Apache Me, $2.80 and $1.55. Whale, the pick 6 just becomes a whole lot more interesting when a $15 shot blows a bunch of punters out of the water.
As well, Ryan, so... yeah, $15 for Todd Mitchell. He had 2 in the race. Chardon's Pearl battled on okay for about 5th. But yeah, it's dropped that down to around about 300 lives. So if you are one of those 300, good luck to you going into the 5th leg of pick 6, because this one's not easy. Everlasting Grace was a good winner last start at Cambridge Raceway. Most of her form has been left-handed. In fairness, she is striking form now, and early in her career, she was racing at Alexandra Park and probably better field. So her win at Cambridge last start had merit. Beat Chrissy Maguire. Ben Butcher retains the drive tonight. Won the second row in a small field, unfortunately for the club. Only 7 runners after having 11. lost 4 scratchings during the week, and we end up with 7 for race number 8. Result at Albion Park, 4, 6, 7 and 1. 4, 6, 7, 1. Albion Park Dogs meeting 34, race number 1. Aristotle gets the money at 3.30 in the blue rug at the Dogs, race number 1 at Albion Park. No Apache Me on screen at the moment. Not many of the Tomahawks around. This one by Tomahawk, trained by James Stormont. I think had a stint with the Bradley team. Good third last start behind Ares and Zach's Patrol, and they quinelled the race earlier on tonight. So form around Noah Pachami is okay. He's got reasonable gate speed. Drawn nicely at barrier number 2. Doesn't win them out of turn. 1 from 48. The strike rate is just okay, but he's had numerous placings, around about 11 of them. In a field that lacks a lot of form, he has got a bit of race day form. Number 2, Noah Apache Man. He got a head-to-head here with Everlasting Grace. 182 versus 188. Driver's challenge for Stonewall Stud. Well, Michael Blakemore, he's on the big drift. He's blowing like a southerly out to $71. Stevie Golding on 4 points at $2.30. Robbie Close on 4 points. James Stormont and any other individual driver on 5 points at the moment at the quote of $4. And that driver's challenge, I believe, is still open. So bet into that. In summary, I've gone for one that's a little bit outside the square here. And number 7, Bourbon Street. The reason why, he was a very good winner 3 starts ago. I saw it's got a personal best of 2:42 for 2,200 metres. Last 2 starts were over 2,700. Both times didn't get a lot of luck in running. Last time was parked out. That was behind Hadrian. Prior to that was behind Fiery Luster over the extreme distance. I prefer him over this trip. He's won 2 out of his 3 at 2,200 metres. Usually likes to go forward in his race, but he doesn't have to. There's a bit of gate speed in this race, so not convinced he has to be a leader, but he can do. And what helps him is with 2 scratchings inside him, only 5 off the front now, and 2 off the second row. So Scott Phelan, Bourbon Street, thought he's an each-way bet in race number 8 tonight to beat No Apache Me and Everlasting Grace. So 7-9-2. A quick one. She's hard to follow. She's got the ability. Class 2 mare. Good enough to win 4 starts ago. Since then, a little bit disappointing. She had the run of the race in that 2,700 metre race last start, getting the trail from 1 the second row, and she didn't capitalise on it. She just battled into 7th. 2,200 metres tonight, probably a little bit more up her alley. She's won 3 and all at this distance, so I wouldn't drop a quick one on her last start effort. Stephen takes the drive tonight. Mare by, or filly by Al Sir, of course, will be a mare on Saturday. Horses have a birthday, 1st of August, all 1 year older. A quick one at around about $7.30 for race number 8. Waipipi Falcon, Michael Blakemore aboard, trained by Les Pyers at Ruakaka. Not many trained at Ruakaka these days. He's won 1 from 44, and he is your outsider of the field at around about $28, number 1, Waipipi Falcon. I marked them 7 Bourbon Street on top to beat 9 Everlasting Grace, 2 Apache Me, and 10 a quick one. Aaron, as I come to you for the Downey Lovestock Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace competitive race. No Apache Me with that form behind Ares and Zach's Patrol probably stands up okay.
Yeah, and fresh up, of course, in behind Pomeroy. I thought was a good run. Comes out of barrier 2 tonight, James Stormont. I'll put him on top. The 2 over 7 Bourbon Street. I agree with you. His win 3 starts ago, when last over a 2,200 metre trip. Very good. Scotty Phelan, 1 of 2 for Adrian Matthews in the race, and will also run for a performance incentive bonus tonight. Bourbon Street. The 9 Everlasting Grace, she sprinted hard at Cambridge last week to secure that 1,700 metre victory. Still that wee question mark on her Alexandra Parkway round. She's had the 3 for nothing here. She can certainly make amends tonight. And a quick one, Stephen Reid in the mix too. 2, 7, 9 and 10 for me.
Thanks, Aaron. Our last tonight will be for the Maiden Trotters, the North Island Owners Association Handicap Trot, 2,200 metres. That'll be at 9:21. The last tonight where Timatic Success is a very warm favourite. We caught up with Josh Tickier earlier in the night. filly by great success. Of course, out of Tozzie's sister, beautifully bred. I think owned by Rex Napier and trained by John and Josh Dickey. Will start a hot favourite for our last tonight. That will be a standing start over the 2200 metres. But behind the mobile for the 8th tonight, the Downey Livestock Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace. Favourite is number 2, No Apache Me. Let's join up with Aaron for his call on race number 8.
Thank you, Craig. And the second to last for the QMU Trotting Club for this season. Alabar working to the 2200 metre dispatch where No Apache Me, $3.10. $3.40 about Everlasting Grace number 9 and $3.60 Bourbon Street Horse 7. First leg of the final double, 310.54, 2 legs to go in pick 6. Set and ready. Just about there, green light, and they are off and racing. Out fast, No Apache Me, with Atomic Falcon to its outside. Waipipi Falcon will hold up for the early trail. They're followed then by Everlasting Grace. Sage Creek will get back in the field, as to Bourbon Street and a quick one. Stables Corner first occasion, and No Apache Me, the Tomahawk 5-year-old, and James Stormont leading along by a length and a half. Dropping down for the trail, Atomic Falcon, Jabbernathi got in front of Waipipi Falcon. 2 lengths Everlasting Grace now as they all drop an Indian file. Sage Creek is back third last. Second last a quick run and Stephen Reid, and Bourbon Street Scotty Phelan the last. Downey Livestock Grass Track Graduate, through the back they go. No Apache Me leads, Atomic Falcon, Waipipi Falcon and Everlasting Grace. Away from the inside, Sage Creek and Dylan Ferguson. A quick one into the 1-1, lead time 45.6. And back last is Bourbon Street. Off the back and onto the showgrounds turn they come, and No Apache Me, the race favourite, getting away with gentle terms in front here over Atomic Falcon, Jabbernathi trailing. 3 back on the inside, Waipipi Falcon and Michael Blackmore. Sitting out parked is Sage Creek. Everlasting Grace is 4 back on the inside now for Ben Butcher, and the 1-1 is a quick one. In fact, a quick one's about to come out 3 wide as I work down the lane, and Bourbon Street will come forward on the back of a quick one. Opening quarter 33.8. So No Apache Me, no excuses for the lead up time in the first quarter that he's received, and now he receives the bell. Bourbon Street comes up stylishly out 3 wide around a quick one, so they're all getting close to the speed and what's going to be a sprint home. Atomic Falcon the inside, back in the field Sage Creek around Waipipi Falcon. Everlasting Grace, she's been relegated back to last, a half a dozen lengths off No Apache Me. 31-2 the second quarter, a 65.5. No Apache Me with Bourbon Street right there now to go hoof to hoof. Back on the inside, Atomic Falcon, a quick 1-1-1. Sage Creek around Waipipi Falcon. Everlasting Grace seems to be travelling well enough. Still back at the tail though. 500 to go, No Apache Me. Still got the ears pricked here as he turns off the back onto the showgrounds turn. Leads by a neck, Bourbon Street. Atomic Falcon will wait the passing lane. Under pressure is a quick one. Sage Creek looking to work home. Then Waipipi Falcon, Everlasting Grace, 28-9 the quarter down the back. No Apache Me, Bourbon Street. They'll swing together, a half a length between them. Then Atomic Falcon, 4 lengths. Sage Creek, Everlasting Grace to the outside. No Apache Me breaks away by 2. Atomic Falcon, there followed Bourbon Street. Everlasting Grace late down the outside, but No Apache Me for trainer, driver, owner James Stormont, too good. Second, Atomic Falcon. Third, Everlasting Grace. Sage Creek, I'd say, just gets up for 4th in front of Bourbon Street, who weakened in the last 100 metres. Further back, Waipipi Falcon, and a quick one back last, 2:47 and 7:28 the final quarter. 56.9 was the last half. James Stormont dictated the terms there. 45.6 lead time. 33.8 the first quarter, 31.2 the second. Got away with a 65 half. It was just a sprint home, and he's been 2 fleet of foot. The Tomahawk 5-year-old gets his second victory at start 49, and Jimmy will come back at the head of the field, 2 strong. In the 8th on the program, Atomic Falcon, a nice run there for a second.
Official placings race 8, the Downey Livestock Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace. 249571. 249571. Horse 2, No Apache Me, paced the 2200 metres in 247.76. Mile rate of 22.6. Last 856.9. The 428. The margins are 3 1/4 lengths, 3 1/2 lengths, 2 lengths. 249571. Race 8, the Downey Livestock Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace.
To No Apache Me back at the head of the field for owner, trainer and driver James Stormont out of Pukekohe. Jimmy back at the head of the field. Royden Downey there, part of the Downey Livestock Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace victory celebrations. And nice win, No Apache Me. His second at start 49. Tomahawk, Flirt With Me, 5-year-old bay gelding, bred by the Fries AG, Mrs. DA and GS. Second 4, Atomic Falcon, Falcon Sealster, Atom Patron, 5-year-old bay gelding. MJ Stevens, JH Butcher, the owners. Adrian Matthews trained at Pookie and J. Abernathy. And 9, Everlasting Grace for third. A Better's Delight, Jessie Grace. Bay 3-year-old filly for the North Island Standardbred Breeders Association. Breeders number 1, Syndicate, Jeff Small. Ben Butcher was the driver. No Apache Me number 2, the race favourite, $2.70 and $1.60. $2.70, $1.60. 4, Atomic Falcon returns $4.50, $4.50 and 9, Everlasting Grace, no third dividend. Quinella returns $17.30, $17.30. Trifecta $79.20, $79.20. The first 4, $406.10, $406.10. Pick 6, 85.56 live. 85.56 going into the last race. And that last race is the North Island Owners Association Handicap Trot, staged over the 2200 metres. Scratch number 8, Brookside Colt. No third dividend available in the last for the Cumu Trotting Club, and we race in 20 minutes' time.
But, 2815, my numbers in the final event here. I'm gone with onesie. I made this my value runner of the day. It's overdue to win another one. I thought it had its chance the other day. It just wasn't that quick off the boxes. It belted on quite well, finished third. This is no harder, really. If it can just jump a little bit quicker, I think it might take some beating here, but it's an even go. Homebush Kelso gets into the race. Of course, it's on the downgrade for this. Would have much preferred it inside. Had it drawn inside, I would have put it on top, but just a minor concern outside. It's 1-2 from 9 from out there, Homebush Kelso, but obviously goes a whole lot better when it's inside. The one About Town won a Class 3 race last week. This just slightly up in grade to a Class 3 and 4 combined. and it comes up with box 1, so About Town goes in, and the other one I put in was number 5, and that was Corborn Daniel. Very much hit and miss, as we know, Corborn Daniel, and these box 5 records not flash either, but he's capable of winning if he decides to jump. So they were my numbers, 2, 8, 1, 5. Others there, Red Hot Fury. And that Red Hot Fury run lasted its last start behind Gold Star Chumley. Would have to improve a little bit on that. Brooke Davis, just like the dog when it's drawn out wide of Brooke Davis. Corborn Daniel would touched on. Botany Black would probably need a bit of luck off box 6. A Power Opal likewise. But really, 2, 8, 1, 5, they were my 4. And they're about to be called into the boxes here for the final event on the program. We're back here tomorrow, of course, and our first tomorrow, 11 after 12 at the low-grade meeting. It's been a good night tonight, though. It's been some top racing here. Inspector Spot, of course, carrying on its winning way. And that 10th race was a beauty with Apara Rosie just holding off Dream Collector in the run to the post. And earlier tonight we saw a couple of downgraders winning, including Quadrago in the opening event, and Paper Bomb was pretty impressive as well. But they're about to be caught up for the last tee. Up they come. About Town the inside, and that'll be followed up there by Red Hot Fury, Corborn Daniel, Power Opal, Onesie, Brooke Davis, Botany Black, Homebush Kelso. So the short way home in the quaddy, About Town, 474. Last couple have gone in. We're set for the last on the card. Green light is through and the bunny up to the boxes, set to jump. Already. And racing. Nice breakout, 2 in the middle. Brooke Davis, and down on the inside, About Town has railed through and going with them. Red Hot Fury. Now Onesie's got a rails run. Back we go, length for 2. A Power Opal there, followed back we go. Corborn Daniel around the corner. Getting away in front, though, is About Town. 2 in a row for About Town. Onesie drove through for second. A Power Opal, I think, third. They're followed by Corborn Daniel, out right of Red Hot Fury. They're followed after a gap there by Homebush Kelso, never got into it. Botany Black was back, and Brooke Davis back there as well. There's the last, and you'll find that About Town has scampered away to win this with ease. One red About Town back-to-back for her. About Town the winner by Magic Sprite at Akara Yanks, is raced and trained by Alison Lee at Rangiora, and it bolted in here really. It's got a way to score nicely. Onesie has driven through to run second. Go for the 7 for third, I think, and between runners, that being a Power Opal, and close up both the 3 and the 5. But the winner About Town was the short way home in the quaddie, and that quaddie's going to pay about $474. That wraps it all up. On behalf of my director, Paul Marks, I certainly hope you've enjoyed all of the coverage tonight from Addington. It's been a good night's racing. We'll do it all again tomorrow. Thanks for your company too, Ryan. But here's Pete to wrap the last. Good night to you all.
And the result of the last, the Livermore Sprint, 1, 2, 7, 3, 5, 6, 8, 4. The winner is number 1, About Town. Second, number 2, Onesie. Third, 7, Power Opal. And the fourth placing to number 3, Red Hot Fury. Now the winning time was 17.27, a lead up of 5.92, and a run home of 11.35. Margins, 4.5 lengths. 3/4 of a length, half a length, and a neck. So that is the last. It's gone to number 1, About Town, 17.27, and good luck to the previous kennel mate. And that, of course, is Above All racing tonight, and No Dangers also racing. So good luck to those greyhounds racing in Australia. That's it from Addington Raceway for the night. My thanks to Nicky and to Graham. Until that first race tomorrow, just after midday, from the judge's box, it's good night to you all.
Thank you, Pete Wilson-Oski. Result is through from the lucky last. And yep, Above All, for those punters on the lookout, is racing in race 6 tonight at Sandown in the Victorian National Sprint Heat. Time to go at 10.52, Above All. Yeah, good luck to connections there. One About Town, 2.30, 150, beat 2 Onesie, 150, and 7 Power Opal on the last 4.20. 1 and 2, 470, 1, 2, 780, 360, 1, 2, 7 and 3, 737.40. The double on races 11 and 12. 1 and 1, 12.20. 1 and 2, 5.40. The treble 6, 1 and 1. $250.80. Quaddie 2, 6, 1 and 1, 474.30. Place 6 today at Addington, $66 and 10 cents. That wraps us up at Addington. Thanks to Trevor Wilkes and the team. Tomorrow night, we look forward to the big harness pick six. It's the last of the season. It's a terminating turbo pick six. It was guaranteed at 50,000. Up we go to 100k. Craig the Whale Thompson, this gets me excited, very excited, and we eagerly await your numbers. First leg of the pick six to go tomorrow at 7:07 p.m.
Ryan, if I was playing the pick six tomorrow night, I'd attack it one way. Go wide for the first 3 or 4 legs. I think we can narrow it up in the last couple of legs. It looks tricky early, and I think it's gettable at the end. Obviously, we'll talk about that very shortly, but let's have a look at the first leg. Starts off at Addington over the 2,600 metres for the 4-year-old and older, and a few of these have been trying for a while. Favourite will probably be Xenomac when they open them up in the morning with Robbie Close aboard. Been probably a revelation, this horse. Took on about 40 starts to win a race, and since then it's just been a model of consistency. Was second last Sunday behind Fair Dink and Bromac, running on strongly. Comes up with barrier 9, so not easy. Beacon Hill was smashed off the board last Sunday after an opening quote of I think $30 and got backed into about $8. Ran an honest race running third, so there was money there with the new stable. Chantalia Knight's an old boy that likes these longer trips, has to be on the speed. I'm sure Blair Orange will drive him that way. I thought Lottie Franco's racing well. Probably an upset chance from barrier 2 here. Ran on that field behind Woodley Star the other day, and it wasn't a bad field. Woodley DJ, I should say. Comes up with barrier number 2. Interesting runner, Booster, with a new stable, placed at the workouts last Saturday at Mochikarara. Now with Brad Mowbray and his team are going well at the moment. So go wide in that leg. That is a very, very tricky leg. Second leg is at Alexandra Park. Nice field this. We've got Unforgiving, who's been in just outstanding form in her last 3 starts. Stephen Reid takes to drive. She's drawn out at barrier number 8, but she's been able to sit outside the leaders and just be too good for them in the last 2 starts, going 242 and 241. Interesting runners here are the 2 Mangos runners. I can tell you for Boot, he's been working really well, has been gelded. Just seems to have come back a different horse. He's up for an incentive bonus tomorrow night. Brett Mangos, really like Vibuti tomorrow night. And his stablemate Major Star beat him at the workouts on Saturday. So both of them working well. And you chuck in Vice Consul, who, again, has been a predominant place getter, but behind good types like Unforgiving in its last 2 starts. Got to have it in. So runner number 2 for Tony Herlihy. Next leg is the trot. Nice field this for the intermediate grade trotters at Addington. You've got a horse like Aaron Chief, who's won its last couple impressively. Pristine rattled home behind William Lance, who's in the race at Rangiora last Sunday. But the one I want to highlight, and I think a big winning chance, is Galleons Royale. Let's go back and have a look at its last start effort at Ashburton. Had to sit parked out from about the 1,400 metre mark. Gets beaten by the Pawnean trained Conan Bridge. But I thought it lost nothing in defeat. It did plenty of work. And at the top of the lane, it did look the winner. Runner number 12, Galleons Royale, as we picked them up. It's a horse in the blue colours outside the leader.
Galleons Royale's ahead away third from Explosive Star. Star Commando, 4 wide Conan Bridge from John Sebastian. Then Montmorency, Eilish Amy and Peter Hoff. Third quarter in 30.6, and it's still Pemmy's boy. Not for long. Galleons Royale trotted to the lead. Conan Bridge is out after her. And then came Little Bro. Deep on the passing lane, Explosive Star. Galleons Royale leads. Conan Bridge is a half a length away. Hit the go button now, Bobby B. And to the lead goes Conan Bridge to beat Galleons Royale. And third a photo. Star Commando with a late finish in John Sebastian.
Yeah, it's good form in that race, isn't it? Because John Sebastian running on out wide's been in great form. A race can win. Galleons Royale, I thought, good in defeat there. Our next is back at Alexandra Park, leg number 4 for the trotters again, and it may be a former Southern that holds the key to this race, in Commander Paris, trained now by Michelle Wallace and Bernie Hackett. Very much a hit and miss type, but did work quite nicely last weekend, and in a very even field. This is only 2,200 metres. I thought Commander Paris you've got to have in. Very persuasive, good short distance horse. Nice winner last start, beating LeMaitre D, and placed behind Moment of Truth, which is good form prior to that. Jack McKinnon gets on well with it. Definitely in. Of the rest, I thought probably Ellingham was an eye-catching one just to behind them last week. You'd want to have that runner in. So that leg of the trot, go a little bit wide. It's a race where you need to do things right. 2,200 metres the key, and good manners. But I do like Commander in Paris along with Ellingham. and, of course, very persuasive. The fifth leg of pick 6 is where I think we can start to shorten up here. AFL was very good in winning last start. Got away with it in front. They walked, they sprinted, and it was too quick for Easy Rider, who has since gone a nice race when running in the money last week. Espresso Martini finally got its act together and got a win. The last start from the second row. It's come up with a wide draw here, but looks the main danger to AFL. And I thought Gunpowder's racing very well for Jimmy Curtin. But let's have a look at AFL's last start performance on this track at Addington, beating Easy Rider. Found the front, got away with a cheap middle section. It was too good for them. The horse in the pink colours in front.
Lily Morris has gone into second, Easy Rider. 3 wide is Ringer, Rosie and Wee. Jimmy waits for the opportunity by the Terror to Love Lane, and that's your race. Third quarter in 31 seconds. AFL leads. Easy Rider sticks it to him. AFL kicks. Then Wee Jimmy. It's AFL in front. Margin half a length. Easy Rider on the outside's got the swishy tail thing happening and doesn't have condition on his side either, whereas the leader and winner does. AFL by a length and a quarter beat Easy Rider and third Wee Jimmy.
Possible anchor tomorrow night. AFL chasing that penalty-free win as a 3-year-old. He's a nice type by Christian Cullen. And I know it's not easy stepping out of maidens taking on the C1s, but he's certainly up to winning this race tomorrow night. Fifth leg at pick 6. You've had to go wide early. I think the last 2 legs you can shorten right up. AFL near enough an anchor. And into the last, which is our feature tomorrow night at Alexandra Park. This one worth $20,000 for the Class 5 and faster paces. We saw last week the Fascinator dominate them. Great performance. Cyclone Kiwi was the run of the race, coming from last in a massive 55 last half, or 56 last half. It was a super run. But they're all chasing a superstar. And the Orange Agent, of course, good enough to go 151 at Ashburton, winning the Jewels, defeating Fight for Glory. Since then, she's been to the Breeders' Crown Heat. We're going to show that Breeders' Crown Heat from last Thursday night at Cambridge Raceway. Just a small field. She's in front in the green. The horse chasing her is Start Dreaming.
Now, so Macca says, let's go, girl. Homeward bound, the Orange Agent a length. Start Dreaming comes to her outside, 150 to go. The Orange Agent, Start Dreaming. She tries very hard, the Orange Agent, though. She's 2 fleet of foot down to the line, and she gets her 12th victory tonight. She'll win a length and a quarter. Start Dreaming.
Yeah, the Orange Agent got away with some pretty cheap middle sections, just sprinted up the lane there. They went quick early, Ryan, but she was too dominant for them. She's only ever missed a placing once at Alexandra Park in 13 starts, including 8 wins. She is simply our best 3-year-old filly in the country, and I expect you to win tomorrow night. So the last 2 legs, prepared to anchor them. We'll do a suggested pick 6, turbo pick 6 for you tomorrow, Ryan, prior to coming to air before the first at Alexandra Park. But just thought we'll preview a few tonight, have a look at a couple of videos, go wide early, shorten the last 2 legs. I think the Orange Agent and AFL, they'll take you pretty close in the last 2.
Thanks very much, Craig. We've taken a couple of notes on that. Go wide the first leg. 8, 9, 7 and 3 I wrote down in leg number 2. Don't leave Galleon's Royal number 12 out of the third leg. 7, 5 and 3 in leg 4 to have a look at. 5 AFL, it's a potential anchor in the 5th leg. 9 and 6 required for a bit of insurance if you need to. The Orange Agent in the last leg. Those are just some notes from some of the thoughts of Craig DeWild Thompson. Tune in tomorrow for his suggested pick 6. Tabby Trackside 1, we're back to the park for race number 9, meeting code 5. Lucky last. Tell you what, we've seen some pretty nice racing tonight for the QMU Trotting Club, and well, one over the moon, Craig. That seemed to be the performance of the night for me, coming off the 50 metres, and $1.90 the way it won was very nice money.
Well, it was, Ryan. It was a performance that probably suggested to me that mentally he's grown up. I'm not sure if he could have done that 3 months ago, but as I said, he's mentally and physically growing into a really, really good horse. And as a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old, you'll see the best of him. He's strung 4 wins together now. Tonight he was only 1.3 outside a New Zealand record on a really cold night. And I'm telling you, it is freezing here at Alexandra Park tonight. Tony Hurley took off at the 600. and he was 3 wide the majority of the back straight. For him to kick on into the straight, not just win, but win easily, and defeating a handy field. You know, we had nice trotters in there. The horse that ran second, Leanne's Boy, will make its way through to open class. In that race, Barry's racing well. Of course, Al Bundy was in there. It was a nice field, millionaire trotter like Vulcan. So 1 Over the Moon. He was the highlight here tonight. Good to see the owners on track to see him taste victory in our feature, the Re-Harvest Trotting Cup over the 2 miles for 2015. The last tonight, Timatic Success. $1.75 is your favourite in the last. We've talked to Josh Dickey, gave it a decent push in the last. Second favourite is Cara Cherie. Let's hear from Stevie Golding. Stevie, you pick up one in the last for Dave McGowan and Cara Cherie, and she won a good race last week. It looks a nice drive.
Yeah, that's right, Craig. Obviously, it's good to be out there again, and hopefully I can pick one up. But, yeah, if she trots the whole way, and obviously the 2-year-old will be hardest to beat, but, yeah, she should be there or thereabouts, all things equal.
Mate, you've got 4 good drives tonight. I know you've got a few again tomorrow. Good luck with chasing that premiership, mate.
Thanks, Craig. Cheers.
Stevie Golding with his thoughts on Cara Cherie in the last tonight. Got the will pace for you in the pick 6. We'll give them to you quickly before throwing to Aaron. No Way Else, Soldier. 1 Over the Moon, Cully's Delight, No Apache Me. Favourite way is Timatic Success, $1,400. Awa Catherine, 25,000. 12 Monkeys, 3,300. Springfield Hugh, 18,500. 3,639 with Cara Cherie. 5,200 Brookby Prince, and Rocky 6, 6,377. There your will pays in the pick 6, and in the last quaddie tonight, Timatic Success at 204 is your favourite way in front of 12 Monkeys, 476, and 558 with Cara Cherie, the last quaddie here tonight at Alexandra Park. Aaron, we'll do it all again tomorrow night at Alexandra Park. Good fields. The first there tomorrow night at the park is to start at just before 6 o'clock tomorrow night at 5:55. Nice program. Looking forward to obviously seeing the Orange Agent here tomorrow night. Is obviously going to be a highlight. I thought race number 4, certainly, which is a leg of the pick 6, when you've got Unforgiving taking on Vice Consul, Vabuti, Major Star, Joey Maguire, Stars and Sound. That race stands up very nicely. But for me, the highlight will be race number 6.
It certainly will be, with the classy filly, the Orange Agent, before she wings across to Australia for the Australasian Breeders' Crown finals there, of course. So, yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow night. If you're in the Auckland region, get on out and take in some great harness racing in the last meeting of the 2014-15 season. 1-3-5-6 for me. Timatic Success after a nice debut at Cambridge, albeit after a minor early mistake. 12 Monkeys, Robbie Closewell in the mix, Cara Cherie, Stevie Golding, so both our juniors who are up for the New Zealand Junior Drivers' Championship with solid chances here. Brookby Prince is in the mix as well, Craig. 1, 3, 5 and 6. A special mention too, of course, our good friend Mark Clayton in the ownership of Rocky 6, as to his dad, Mike. Now, Mark tells me Mike used to work for F.J. Smith back in the days on Village Farm. He drove 24 winners, including 3 one-day Craig at Gate Par Tauranga. So, a big shout out to Mike Clayton, and let's hope that Rocky 6 can do the job here. I suppose the only question we've got to ask ourselves then, Craig, if Mike's driven 24... when is Mark going to take an amateur driver's course and get out there and do it himself?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because I was talking to him last Thursday, and I think it may well eventuate at some stage. Of course, Mark's our floor manager at Cambridge here, and for the season throughout when I'm down there, and he does a great job, and he is one of the part owners of Rocky 6. I'm sure he'll be watching. Let's hope he can do it right. Let's get upstairs for the final time and join Aaron for the last leg of picks.
Craig, the last for the Cumia Trotting Club, and they're underway. North Island Owners Association Handicap Trot. Off stride early here is 12 Monkeys. Also a wee bit tardy Timatic Success, but the filly safely on the journey. Awa Catherine first away from Springfield Hugh. There's a half dozen away Timatic Success as they work on to the stables corner. Then Cara Cara Cherie will settle down in fourth. 12 Monkeys back down and trotting fifth. Back on the inside of that, Brookby Prince and Rocky 6 and the Magic Man Morris McKendry back last as they turn out to the back. 1,800 metres left to run and about to work around to the lead. Springfield Hugh, the Raffaello Ambrosio 4-year-old, Stewie Crookshank, and leads away by 2. From Awa Catherine, Peter Young nestles in for the trail. Cara Cherie starts to stride up with purpose out park for Stevie Golding. Back on the inside, Taimati Success, the race favourite for Joshua Dickey. Then 12 Monkeys, Robbie Close. Currently in the 1-1, a length and a half, Brookby Prince and Rocky 6. 51 and 4 the lead time as they sweep across the showgrounds turn. 1,400 to go and still it is Springfield Hugh, a length over Cara Cherie, obliged to sit parked here for Stevie Golding. The current leader by 3 wins in the New Zealand Junior Drivers' Championship title race, and his main contenders right on his back, and that being Robbie Close here aboard 12 Monkeys. Awa Catherine's got the trail behind the leader, and then Taimati Success, the great Success 2-year-old filly, she's back third last. Brookby Prince and Jimmy Stormont looking for the last 2 on the program tonight. Second last and Rocky 6 the last. 31 and 2 was the opening quarter. Into their final circuit they stride, and in front is Springfield Hugh, leading by a length over Cara Cherie the outside. Nice run in the trail, Awa Catherine. 12 Monkeys 1-1, then Taimati Success 3 back on the inside of Brookby Prince and Rocky 6 second quarter. 32 and 3. North Island Owners Association trot into the back they go. And Springfield Hugh trotting along nicely, a length Cara Cherie. In the trail Awa Catherine. 12 Monkeys travelling nicely, 1-1 for Close. Back on the inside to Taimati Success. She needs a wee bit of luck from her awkward spot at this stage. Further back in the field, Brookby Prince and Rocky 6 the last, and 7 lengths off Springfield Hugh as they work off the back. He opens up his lead margin by 2.5 to 3, Awa Catherine, and around the outside now comes 12 Monkeys. Taimati Success out of the pocket is weakening Cara Cherie, then Brookby Prince and Rocky 6 quarter down the back, 30 and 9. Homeward bound Springfield Hugh, but 12 Monkeys right there. 3 lengths Taimati Success. Brookby Prince is starting to stoke up. It's 12 Monkeys, 100 to go. He's away by 2, Taimati Success, Brookby Prince and Springfield Hugh. 12 Monkeys gets the win. Robbie close to 40 for the season. Good luck to Robbie and Stevie. They'll fight it out tomorrow night at Addington. 2 wins between them. Taimati Success for second, then Brookby Prince. Now fourth we've got Rocky 6 running on and Springfield Hugh. Further back in the field then to Awa Catherine and Cara Cherie, 256.2, 30.3, and the last half in 61.2. 12 Monkeys gets his maiden victory tonight. Pretty stylish too. He did gallop away, or she did. The Monkey Bones mare, Robbie Close, no panic drive, had the 1-1 soon after and scores attractively here in the last. Taimati Success, a good run by the favourite, then Brookby Prince, Springfield Hugh and Rocky 6-2.
Official placings, race 9, the North Island Owners Association Handicap Trot. 316742. 316742. Horse 3, 12 Monkeys, trotted the 2200 metres from a stand in 256.19. Mile rate of 28.9. Last 861.2, the 430.3. The margins 3 lengths, 4 lengths, 1.5 lengths. 316742, race 9, North Island Owners Association Handicap Trot.
Last call of the night from our Judge Graham McLennan goes the way of 12 Monkeys, raced by the 12 Monkeys Syndicate, Mrs. N.J. Hackett along with Mrs. J.M. Argus, P.G. Argus and T. Gearley. Bred by D.M. Brown, this Monkey Bones 4-year-old brown mare at a Springfield Helen. Michelle Wallace and Bernie Hackett, the trainers. They get a winning double, as to Robbie Close, who moves to 40 wins for the season and 2 away from Stevie Golding. as they battle out the New Zealand Junior Drivers' Championship for 2014-15 with the last night of the season. Both boys will be down at Addington tomorrow night and see if Stevie can hold on with his 2-lead advantage over Robbie. Nice win by 12 Monkeys. Well-deserved maiden win too at start 16. Photo on the wall. Royden Downey down there, part of the victory celebrations after the last on the program. One-time Artie Success, great success, 2-year-old Bay filly, Tozzie's sister for second, Ari Napier the owner. John and Joshua Dickey trained at Clevedon, Joshua Dickey, and 6 Brookby Prince Monarchy, 6-year-old Bay gelding at a Brookby Star, raced by Ellie Ma. Mrs. R.A. Haddock, along with Mrs. A.T. Ma, Amanda Kitty trained at Pukekohe, James Stormont. Totes in the last, we'll see 12 Monkeys return 5.50 and 2.10, 5.50, 2.10. One-time Artie Success, $1.50, 1.50, and 6 Brookby Prince no third. Quinella $2.30, 2.30. Trifecta $52.70, 52.70. And the trifecta $155.90, 155.90. Double 2 and 3, $11.30, 11.30. 2 and 1 concession, $3 even, $3. Treble 4, 2, 3, $245.60, 245.60. The last quaddy 11, 4, 2 and 3, $476.20, 476.20. Place 6 tonight, $54.90, 54.90. Pick 6 struck by 14.74 winning units, and they received $3,392.10, $3,392.10 for the 14.74 winning units in Pick 6 tonight. Well, we trust you've enjoyed the action of the Cumulus Trotting Club for the first half of our double header this week. We do it all again tomorrow night. 5.55 is the first race for a 9-race program with the Auckland Trotting Club. And look forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow. Until then, Aaron White bidding you all a very good evening from the commentary box.